you really have to eat breakfast if your goal is to lose weight? Whether we're online, scrolling, looking for a new plan for ourselves, or if we're working with someone else to create our new weight loss plan, one of the most common questions we come across is, hey man, what do you eat for breakfast? And because many of us don't eat breakfast the way we should, I'll get to that here in a minute, we try to formulate some sort of answer which makes us sound not too bad. I blend up 3 bushels of raw kale and mix it with 24 raw egg whites. And God forbid we tell the person we don't eat breakfast at all, because if you tell someone that you skip breakfast, you may as well have just told them that you like to drink melted butter, and you can pretty much guarantee that the next 5 minutes are going to consist of some sort of monologue telling you why breakfast is the most important meal of the day and why you should never skip it. Well, what if I told you that this wasn't true? What if I told you that you don't have to eat breakfast to lose weight? And I can back this claim up with some research. Well, I am saying that, and I do. Some of the most popular claims around the "you have to eat breakfast to lose weight" statement are that 1, if you skip breakfast, it will affect your metabolism and cause it to slow down in a way which will affect your overall ability to lose weight. And then another claim along these same lines is that the more times you eat during a day, let's say you eat 6 or 7 meals per day, compared to eating less number of times per day, only eating 3 times per day, by eating more times per day, your metabolism will actually speed up and it will result in a higher metabolic rate and make weight loss easier. Are either of these statements true? Does skipping breakfast affect your metabolism in a way that will prevent you from losing weight? Does eating a higher number of times per day, so does eating more meals in a day, so eating 7 meals compared to eating 3 meals, does eating more meals make it easier to lose weight by giving you a faster metabolism, a faster metabolic rate? The current research shows that no, these are not true. Now let's look at some research. So the first study I want to look at is one which looked at alternate day fasting. Essentially what the researchers did was they took 16 people and had them fast for 24 hours every other day for 22 days in a row. For the first 24 hours, they were instructed to eat nothing except calorie-free drinks, sugar-free gum, and water. For the next 24 hours, they were just instructed to eat whatever they wished. At the end of the study, what the researchers found out is that the participants' resting metabolic rate, or their metabolism, had not slowed down at all since the beginning of the study. And not only that, but they also lost 2.5% of their body weight. So what this study shows us is that even when not eating for 24 hours in a row, the participants' metabolism wasn't damaged, which is what's so often claimed is what happens if we skip breakfast. The next study I want to look at is one which looked at meal frequency. What the researchers did was they wanted to compare when the same amount of calories are consumed, if they're consumed in more meals more frequently, so in 6 meals compared to 2 meals, so when it's the same amount of calories consumed, does this affect energy expenditure? Does this affect the amount of calories that someone burns? So what the researchers found was that when the calories are controlled for, meaning that when the amount of calories is identical, that there is no significant difference in energy expenditure compared to eating 6 smaller meals throughout the day or just 2 bigger meals. They found it to be not significantly different in the amount of calories that somebody burned. And during the same study, they also included a portion which mimicked skipping breakfast. So they had the participants skip the first 2 meals. And they found that this also didn't affect energy expenditure at all. So what does all of this mean practically? I am not saying that you should not have breakfast. I'm not saying that everyone should fast in the morning until lunch, and I'm not saying that you should go every other day without eating. That's not what I'm saying at all. The main point of this video was to show that you do not have to eat breakfast to lose weight. That as long as the total amount of calories is controlled for, that the number of times you eat per day, how often you eat per day, whether you eat breakfast or not, is irrelevant for weight loss. One of the reasons why skipping breakfast can lead to weight gain is not the skipping breakfast part itself, but rather the fact that when some people don't eat breakfast, they get extremely hungry, and by the time they do eat, they end up consuming way more calories than they normally would, which itself is what causes the weight gain, not the fact that they didn't eat breakfast. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, but if you guys would be interested in seeing a follow-up video where I would go through and just provide some examples for how you can go about setting up your own morning routine in a way that'll be beneficial for weight loss, just like the video. If this video gets 20 likes, I'll go ahead and make that second video. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that way you don't miss out on any new information coming out, and share this video with a friend who you think might enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next video.